Oh, okay, so I've got a variable called name with the value Sunil, and I'm going to turn it into an array, and I do that using the list function in Python, which will split it into an array. So if I print if I print out letters to names, oops, two brackets, then I get the name split into an array. Now I can grab the first letter, and that's going to be letters, the first item in there, and then I can see how long the array is. I can look at the print out how long the array is with len letters in name. That's going to print out that there are 6 characters. So if I want the last letter is going to be the array name, square brackets 6. That's going to be out of range. It's going to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me 6. So, oops. That 6 number minus 1. Give me the 5th index item. Oops. If I print that, if I print the last letter, I get the L. So I've been able to store the first variable, and I've been able to grab the last variable. So what I need to do now is put that first letter into the last letter. So I want the last letter equals the first letter. Yeah, so now if I print that, oh, it doesn't like it. Oh, I've missed the square bracket. If I print that, the S is now at the end as well, and I've got that first letter stored. So if I can now say letters in name 0, the first letter is going to equal the last letter, which I've stored. I didn't need both of those, did I really? But just for illustrating purposes. So now, when I print this, I've reversed the 3 letters. Now I don't want it to be in an array. I need to glue it back together again. So how do I do that? Okay, so I'm going to do that with something called .join. .join, open brackets, the variable the iterable variable, the list that I can edit through. So I guess that's like make a new string and join those things into it. So there we go. Now I need to turn this into a function. So I'm going to def, and what's it called? It's called frontBack. Def frontBack string parameter. I'm going to split the string up. So there we go, turn it into an array. Oops. Then I'm going to temporarily store the last letter. Wrong thingy. String array, length string array -1. So I've stored the last letter in a temp value. And then I'm going to put the first letter into the last letter into the first one. First equals. No, hold on. No, I'm going to put the I'll borrow this. I'll take that last letter, and I'm going to put the first letter in it. And then I'm going to put my temp value into the first character. I'm going to glue it together again. And then I'm going to return it. Okay. So now I'm going to try it out by, hold on, sorry, eek. I'm going to see if this works. I'm going to call my function and I'm going to run it. Oh, and I don't know if it's working because I haven't printed it out, so I'm going to print out running that function, because it returns a value because it's a function and not a sub-procedure. Hey, okay, hope you got something like that. There are different ways of doing it, as ever.